Hey Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am here today to do a haul video. Now, if you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome. And I hope that you will feel free to leave a comment. It can even be an emoji or give this video a thumbs up so I kind of know that you're here. And, and if you are new or familiar with my channel, excuse me, if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I don't make very many haul videos. One of my booktube friends says that I have a lot of self-restraint when it comes to buying books. And if you can, I don't know how well you can see the bookcases behind me. It looks like there's a hole back there. I promise you there's something. Oh, I think Gone with the Wind is, because Jason's reading Gone with the Wind right now. So I think that's the hole that that is on that shelf. We just really don't have enough room for all of the books that we own. And then what did I do? I won a $50 gift certificate from eBay from Laura at Why the Book Wins. Thank you so much, Laura. And she said something to me like, oh, you know, I hope you find a really great book to use for this gift certificate. And I was just like, I don't know why. I kind of just lost my mind, you guys. I just went crazy. I bought a book for Jason, which I'm not going to show on this video, but it was just, and I think what made it such a fun experience was that I bought all of these books with this gift certificate from Nancy, who many of you will know from the comment section as Moon Poem. And I knew that Nancy had an eBay store, and I also had this feeling that she had a lot of boxes of books. So I pleaded and pleaded with her to please let me share her information in this video because it's a little bit like supporting someone on Patreon. Like, this is a great way to support someone in our community. Nancy finally relented and said that I could share her information. So she wants to be connected via Instagram, and she has her because her eBay store does not reflect how many books she actually owns. So anyway, if you don't know Nancy, like, she's just a really, really wonderful person. And through this whole process, which was like, I probably made it more complicated than it needed to be, but yeah, so Nancy wants people to reach out to her on Instagram, send her a message with a book that you're looking for, and if she has it, A, she's gonna give you a fair price, and B, she is going to be totally honest with you about the condition throughout this whole process of buying these books. She always told me if there was like a remainder mark or, you know, anything like that. I think one of the books she may have just given to me because it does have a little bit of damage, but I thought it was going to be much worse than it actually was. So anyway, her store is Beowulf Books, but like I said, the eBay store itself doesn't nearly reflect the inventory that Nancy possesses. So it's a great way to support somebody in our booktube community. If you're looking for something, she is a great resource. So okay, and so I will leave all of her information down below. The first book is Lolly Willows by Sylvia Townsend Warner. Now, I think Nancy may have given this book to me. She may have not charged me for it because of this. I don't know if you can see like the kind of crinkled pages. I thought it was going to be throughout the whole book. It's actually quite small. There's not very many pages, and the cover is just beautiful. I mean, the cover is just in really great condition. So, and this is a New York Review of Books, edition, which I really love. This is a British witchcraft fantasy. So I read about this book somewhere. I have no idea where, but both Jason and I think are really curious to read this book. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. And do know that all the books I'm showing you, with the exception of one, I have told myself I can't read these until I get to my other high priority books. For the year, I have 32 for 2022. I know, it's cheesy. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah. So the next book is Nella Larsen's Passing. Look at this book. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's wonderful. Penguin edition. If it's been read once. It's in great shape. I saw the film Passing this year, and I had mixed feelings about it. I really wanted to see. I've never read anything by Nella Larsen, so I really wanted to read this, and I've talked to one of you about maybe doing a buddy read. So, yeah. So now I have a copy on my end. So, another book I got was The Dharma Bums. Oh gosh, The Dharma Bums by Jack Kerouac. I don't know, like Jack Kerouac seems a bit polarizing on Booktube. I'm not sure why. Like I love On the Road. I absolutely love it. Jason is very, very slowly reading Visions of Cody right now, and it seems really dense. But this looks a little more accessible, and I'm excited to read something else by Jack Kerouac. The next two books are the two books that are on the list of things that are the oldest on my Goodreads TBR. Now, I set up a Goodreads account, more than a decade ago. And so I have really been trying to read the books that are the oldest on that. And that's on my personal account. So the link down below to my Goodreads account is my channel. And so I'm much more likely to respond to messages, comments, that sort of thing on that channel, on that Goodreads account, excuse me. But the oldest book on my other Goodreads account is Julia Alvarez's In the Time of the Butterflies. This is about 4 young women who are living in the Dominican Republic, and they are living there under the dictatorship of Trujillo. I read another book by her when I lived in Chicago, because I was just surrounded by all of this, all of these different cultures. It was really wonderful. It was primarily a Puerto Rican neighborhood. There was a Mexican population there as well, a Ukrainian population. They were the only white people in the neighborhood aside from me and my roommates. But one of the women that I worked with in a homeless shelter, she was from the Dominican Republic, and so I read how the Garcia girls lost their accents, and I remember liking it, but I was really, really curious about this one. So I'm so glad, and maybe I will try to read this for Caribathon. Like, I've never participated in that before, so that could be really fun. Yeah. So the other book that has been on my TBR forever is Rob Sheffield's Talking to Girls About Duran Duran, One Young Man's Quest for True Love and a Cooler Haircut. And he also wrote another book called Love is a Mixtape. But my boss at Barnes & Noble, she told me, she was like, Kelly, you should read this. It's really good. It's really, really good. I think each chapter is a different song, which I read actually a book with Nancy called Songbook, and I think in the UK it's called 31 Songs, but Nancy knew about like all of the artists in the book. I was completely clueless. I'm not very good with music, but this is the music from, a lot of this music anyway is going to be much more familiar to me, because Rob Sheffield was 13 in 1980, so So this is more music that is familiar to my childhood. But I probably, yeah, like Total Eclipse of the Heart. Oh my gosh. How many times do we sing that in high school? Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I think it'll be fun. The next book, oh my gosh, you guys, with all of these events, it's so hard because I want to read, like I have things here that are applicable to events, readathons that are happening right now, and it's so hard not, because I already have books selected for those readathons. But this is True and Nell, a novel by G. Neary, and it is based on, of course, the real life friendship of Truman Capote and Harper Lee. I believe Truman Capote spent summers in the town where Harper Lee lived. And anyway, so he's kind of, the author has taken a, he's been inspired by their friendship and created a novel, and it's a mystery. So I think in the inside is beautiful. And again, this is a book, it just feels like it's like pretty much, look at that. Isn't it just lovely? Anyway, so aside from that little dot right there, that little remainder mark, I mean, this book is in perfect condition. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The next two books, one of them I've actually read, but I wanted to give it another go. So that's Tracks by Louise Erdrich. I read this in college. I read this for probably the best class I took in college, which was Native American Women's Lit. It was so wonderful, but this book really was really challenging for me at the time. So I'm excited to read it again. You know, I was really afraid of Louise Erdrich for a long time. I was very intimidated by her books, and Jason persuaded me to read Love Medicine, and I've since been in love with her. I've been in love with her since then. And I'm already got a buddy read scheduled this year to read her novel, The Painted Drum. But I would like to try to read all of her adult novels, which is why I also got this beautiful copy of The Beat Queen. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And so anyway, I'm not planning on getting to those books this year, but there is going to be a year that's going to have to be really like Louise Erdrich focused. Earlier this year in January, I read a book called Time Was Soft There, which was a memoir about a young man who lived in Shakespeare and Company. Apparently a lot of people, thousands of people, have at least spent a night there. And which I had no idea about. I have been to the bookstore, but the original Shakespeare and Company was of course owned by Sylvia Beach. And it was in a different location. I love this picture on the cover. Oh my gosh, look at that. Those books in the window and the little, I mean, it seems very French, very, yeah, I could see that being, a window shop in Paris so easily. So, anyway, so after reading Time Was Soft There, I really wanted to know more about Sylvia Beach, and, this is a collection of her letters. Sylvia Beach, I mean, she, hung out with some of the greatest writers of all time, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Hemingway. She was the one to publish, I think she's the one who published Joyce's Ulysses. I feel pretty confident of that. So yeah, she was, you know, as far as a bookstore owner, like she was so much more than that. So I'm hoping to learn more about her and her life at Shakespeare and Company through her letters. This we're almost done, if you can believe it. This book I've been wanting to read for a really long time. It's not like that old on my TBR, but my mother reads mysteries, And she told me, like, oh, you should read Cara Black. Cara Black has a series. This is the first in the series of her books. There is her detective, her ongoing detectives, Amy Leduc. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but each mystery takes place in a different neighborhood in Paris, which sign me up for, people. So I was so excited to see that Nancy had the first one in the series. Again, I'm really having a hard time not reading this month because of March Mystery Madness, but I can't, because I've already chosen books for that. So this is gonna have to wait a little bit longer, but I'm so happy that I have it. It's a Soho crime edition, and it's got a little it's not a sticker, but it's embedded on, it's like passport to crime. And in the back of the book, actually, it has all of their other travel the world, and it's mysteries set in all kinds of different places: Italy, England, China, Laos, Sweden, Hollywood, London, Denmark. So I mean, it's going to have a lot of great recommendations at the back of it as well. I wished, I couldn't find the second and the third ones from Nancy, but hopefully maybe as she's going through her many boxes of books, she'll unearth them. So yeah, but and who knows, like, I may not like it, although I don't know. If my mom likes it, it's probably more little, like, not quite as gritty as many mysteries, maybe a little grittier than something like Agatha Christie. but yeah, so I'm so excited to finally start this series. Now, the last book, which I can't believe she had, it was so amazing. She even has a British edition of it. I am hoping to get to Graham Norton's Holding by the end of March as part of the Irish Readathon. Graham Norton is a TV host in England. I think he's absolutely hysterical. And I think in between seasons of his show, he's been writing books. To my knowledge, I only know of 2 novels, but that does not mean anything. It just might mean they haven't been printed in the US or something like that. So, but again, this is also a mystery as well, and it starts with the discovery of some remains. So I'm really excited. And again, this is the UK edition. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, again, this one, the spine is so tight. I don't know if it's ever been read, but it is in absolutely perfect condition. So that's give you an idea of what you can really accomplish on with $50 on eBay. But anyway, so I hope that I hope you guys will reach out to Nancy as you're looking for books, and support her as part of our Booktube community. But tell me in the comment section down below what you think of my haul. This is such a big haul for me. And then there's no room. I don't know where I'm gonna put all of these, but I will find I'll just stack them in front of some other shelves, I guess. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to reading them, but I am really trying to restrain myself, with the exception of this Graham Norton book, to not read them until after I have finished some of the other books that are like high priority books for the year. All right, Booktube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a great weekend, and remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I will talk to you soon. Bye, Booktube.